great to have you with us from Jones Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Houston Cougars and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Well, guys, the Cougars head coach told me before the game he has been warning his team all week about this game. Both teams undefeated to start this season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete well in this environment. I'll keep you posted on how well they're communicating down here on the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lee. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Red Raiders offense will go on the attack first. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
Grab behind the line, it's Johnson. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. You've got a third and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Got his man on the right. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26. The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Just keep slinging it. With the catch, it's Simmons. All down, they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. And the Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sticky. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So, starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So, you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Right back to him on the ground. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Back to throw, it's Hammond. Pocket breaking down. Finds us back in the middle. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Red Raiders go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Plucks it out of the air. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Red Raiders can really attack on this 2nd and short. In the red area, it's Dickey. Snowed under by the defense.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Quick catch on third down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
On that third down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after the catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier inbounds and getting him down, now setting up fourth.
The Red Raiders kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. Run inside. It's Hughes. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. In these rivalry games, it's about passion, about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him last week, man. He had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. Got to establish the line of scrimmage.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Gonna take a shot. Goes high to pull it in. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Tackled after a short gain, it'll be 2nd and 9. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Never a doubt. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Man, these late-night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building. And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit, but they quieted this place a little bit by getting 3 and starting this game off on the right foot.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Got it, looking for the first down. There he goes. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Wants to throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Lee. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Hammond. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home, and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
On the move, he fires. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here comes the Houston offense once again. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Walker. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Running inside, it's Hughes. Maybe some room here. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Houston is moving it quickly down the field. Looking for a man. It's Wegman. Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Nice job by this guy finding the slot guy on a drag.
Yeah, the receiver just working his way across the field, giving his quarterback a nice, easy target. That's an easy completion.
Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Oh, they're after him. Fires on the move. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Splits the uprights. Good. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hudson. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They are searching for any type of answer they can find, down 6-0. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Hammond. That's caught. It's Eakin. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to get the first through the air. Lets it fly on the move. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And the Red Raiders will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They finished the first 2 drives with field goals. They'd love to get. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sacked first down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
And 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback,
makes a grab and room to run. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. Looking for a man. It's Hammond. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Red Raiders send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They go to the counter. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where the sticks are, getting the first down. And they saw something they like because here they come, right back on the ball to run another play.
He's going to let it go. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Thomas. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important.
intercepted. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Gets rid of it. He's got his man. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field.
Makes the grab in their space. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. He goes right back to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Carter. And they pick up just a few on that completion. At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout instead. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. 4 receivers set, 2 on each side on 2nd and 8. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Red Raiders want to stop the clock, and they use their 2nd timeout. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one, man. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? Like, it could go any direction. Those are the type plays, man. There are catches there to be made. The offense could.
To the end zone, and is picked off. Got some room to run. The 40. At the 30. Inside the touchdown, Cougars. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Ben, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. Let's begin with a look at Wake Forest, taking on the number 6 team, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's the Hurricanes on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates, and while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Now over to your game in Lubbock. What a day so far from that stud linebacker. He's truly the quarterback of that defense, and he's really dictating the way things are going. A dynamic defender in every sense of the word. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Trying to set the tone with the run. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Just feeds the running back. Makes it past the marker. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another first down. fires to the wideout. Got a man. It's Walker. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric trying to help Tech on this third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the third time. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He'll bring it out. It's Hudson. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back.
Man, this kickoff unit, they've got heat-seeking missiles running down the field with bad intentions. They hit that return man with authority, and that's what...
There's some room. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys.
Touchdown, Cougars! And the beatdown has ensued. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And he added the extra point. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Hudson. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sticky. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll give it to him again. Turning it on. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for space. It's Dickey. There's a crease. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Offense now working in the red zone. Going to the run, it's Williams. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The run inside. It's Sticky. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Off the RPO, complete. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. Red Raiders, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And that is just what you want. You get a first-and-goal situation defensively, and you can get a sack and get a good loss, put them out of an easy running situation. Nice job by the defense.
After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Now the play fake. Wide out trying to get it in. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And finally, guys, we've been talking about this offense. When are they going to get it going? When are they going to have that spark? They make the play. They finally get on the board. Now, can they keep the momentum going? Can they play complementary football? Can the defense get a few stops and the offense keep this up?
He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Houston offense out and ready to go. Running inside, it's Hughes. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Houston will be forced to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Now on the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And after that last completion netted a big fat 0, they're looking at 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Gets it out quickly. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Red Raiders will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. It breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, a big reason why they're up on the scoreboard is because of how successful this guy's been running the football. And in this position, at this time in the game, with the lead, you want to keep doing that. You want to ice the game. This guy's getting better as the game goes on, so keep handing him the football.
That's caught. It's Thomas. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Pressure coming. He's going to run it. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
This is why 3rd down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes. They put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for. Some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line. It confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a first down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
Punt is on its way. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Dickey. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Oh, look out on the right. Past the 10. Touchdown, Red Raiders. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. But I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. One final play before the end of the quarter. The run inside. It's Hughes. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. The scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. To the air, it's Wegman. Got him downfield. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
You know, every running back thinks about the 100-yard barrier every time they take the field, and this guy, I know he's got it in his mind. He might be the only one in the stadium right now that knows he's got 97 yards rushing here in the 4th quarter. You know he is begging his coach just for one more carry to get that mark.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical in the line of scrimmage by this offense.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
The Cougars will have it 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Hughes. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
They go right back to it. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Trying to move the chains. Houston comes to the line on fourth down. Could be an alley. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Run in the red zone. It's Hughes. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for room. It's Hughes. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Keeps it himself. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's fourth down. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. At the end of a play, there is an injured Houston player on the field. Medical personnel out there checking on this senior defensive back. They've got him spread out on 2nd and 7, 2 wide out to either side. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Snagged out in the air. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Just going to keep it after the snap. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On the direct snap, it's Dickey. He's not going to get there. He needed 2 yards, but he just got 1, and the defense comes up with a stop. This offense has it with really good field position. Caught behind the line. It's Walker. And the Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Hughes. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll make the stop, but the chains will move. It's a first down for Houston. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hughes. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal. The Red Raiders want to stop the clock, and they use their second timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Timeout call by the Red Raiders, and now Texas Tech will have no more to use. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, when you get down here inside the red zone, you got to be able to run the football. And it's one thing to do it conventionally, but I like the idea of mixing it up and trying to go jet sweep.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. It is good! And that lead grows even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Back to pass, it's Hammond. Finds his target down the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Right down the middle. Got a man, it's Dickey. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
And they spread them out. And the defense, you got to kind of pick your poison, right? It's hard to go man across the board. It's to pressure the QB, so they play it safe, they go zone. And it's nice to have a running back that can line up in the slot, read the zone, kind of sit down and understand where to be. QB throws the strike, he makes the catch. Nice job being on the same page.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Looking to throw on 3rd. He'll try to do it himself. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly
nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Fires to the middle. Ball is dropped, incomplete, and that will do it for this one. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock.